Joe Beavers has made a very clever size bet there. He's trying to induce him to re-raise for all his chips.
You can tell by his body language, I honestly believe he knows he's behind. I think he thinks he's walking into ace-king here. Yeah. Because, I mean, it's very astute of him to actually to give the impression that he's behind. I don't think he's acting. I think he knows he's behind.
Feels like 3 kings.
Wow. Listen to that. He's actually put Joe on a hand.
That's extraordinary.
Right.
All in.
He's moved all in. He called Joe's hand, but he's moved all in. Joe, of course, will make the call. And René Moritzen is going to need a spade on the river, or he's going to be our first finisher. Last place, 7th. How unlucky to have that ace come on the turn.
83-17 in Joe's favour.
You got a pair of aces and the spade, not flush draw.
Obviously, it's only a spade that doesn't pair the board as well.
A spade. 5.
Oh, he's in it! He's hit the 5 of spades! Oh my God, Joe Beavers must be crushed. He's played that hand perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. René Moritzen even called the hand, said, I think you've got 3 kings. He couldn't lay down his top pair with a nut flush draw. He committed all his chips. The poker gods rewarded him. He hit the 5 of spades. He can't believe it.
I did quite well in the World Series 2007. I had 2 runner-ups, 2 second places. One in the pot limit Omaha and one in a mixed hold'em events. So it was kind of a breakthrough tournament-wise for me.
All 7 players remaining in this late night poker heat.
Pass.
René Moritzen, he's a big favourite at the moment. Look at all those chips.
Make it a big one, René. That's it.
Raising it up with a pair of 2s.
He's going to get some action here.
Yep, Liam Flood's got ace-queen off suit. Now, is he going to re-raise here, Liam?
Most definitely.
Re-raise to 1800. Pass. All in.
Devilfish has re-raised. Ace-king off suit. He's dominating Liam Flood. Well, surely Moritzen's not going to call, even though he's got the best down a pair of 2s. He's got to figure he's up against a lot bigger than that.
18, Liam. That's 18.
So, Liam Flood, he's committed 1,800 chips here. He's got 2,450 left. The pot's 6,000. If he thinks that Devilfish has got an under pair, he's going to call.
How much? 2,075.
2,075.
Devilfish, of course, is the player that's all in. He's made the call. So Devilfish is going to turn over ace-king.
I was hoping you said
Liam Flood's not going to be happy.
Ace-king for Dave. Ace-queen for Liam.
Okay, well, Liam Flood needs a miracle straight, or he needs a queen.
Up comes 8, check, 5.
If it had been matched on, it would have been.
He still needs a queen, or he needs backdoor for a straight.
Turn card. Another 5.
No help there.
Don't do that stuff to me, no straight pots.
Don't forget, he'll still be in this, but he, like Joe Beavers, will be on fumes.
Dave wins.
We've got a big double up there for Devilfish, puts him straight back in the game, and that puts 2 of our players now in real trouble.
Devilfish, on the other hand, stacking up over 8,000 chips.
What can I remember about the first time? I remember I won it, so that was quite unusual. Yeah, I managed to win the first 3 tables. They did it on TV, so it was good for them and good for me. I was the only guy there with a World Series bracelet, a black suit one, so I think it helped everybody.
When a certain gregarious jeweller from Hull appeared on the very first series of Late Night Poker, no one had any idea that Dave the Devilfish Ulliott would soon become a household name. His first victim was antiques dealer Beryl Cook, who was quickly dispatched in the heat.
Well, we have our winner. Congratulations to Dave Ulliott.
And in the final, Dave Welsh was completely flummoxed by the fish's slippery ways.
About 8,000. I'll bet you all in. What have you got? How much is it?
14,300.
You've either got a big hand or could be winning. I call.
Wow. Dave Welsh departs, stunned by the Devilfish. Here on Late Night Poker, we have a result. Dave the Devilfish Elliott is a worthy champion and 40,000 pounds better off.
Dave Devilfish Elliott, the very first late night poker champion.
Welcome back to this fifth heat of Party Poker Late Night Poker. Two of the old favourites, Liam Flood and Joe Beavers, both in need of a double up.
Pass.
And there's Liam Flood. First opportunity he's got at the new level. Sticks it all in. Let's see what he's got.
Protection, good.
9, 10 of hearts for Liam. Well, fair enough. Stick it in. Devilfish. Raised here. He said a little bit of protection. He said, I've raised. So he obviously wants to get a heads up with Mr. Flood.
Pass.
Correct play from Devilfish as well, trying to isolate himself.
Oh my God, Joe Beavers, the hand that he lost with earlier. Pair of kings, he's found him again. Got a chance to treble up here, Joe.
This can put Joe back in the game. He needed a treble up. A double up's really just no insignificance. But
wow, what an exciting hand we've got here. Joe Beavers, he's found those kings again.
Joe's got pocket kings.
He's up against Devilfish with ace-jack, and he's up against Liam Flood with a hand you'd like to have, actually, against these two hands. 9-10 suited.
Ace it, baby. One time.
9, 4,
Well,
4,
Liam Flood's hit a 9 here.
Bring that
Joe
other
got
guy
a pair
back.
of kings, and Liam got a pair of 9s.
Okay, tennis spade
Let's
over,
see the
baby.
turn card.
Tennis spade. Give us a sweat.
Oh, is it the king?
What is going on here? That's not that spade.
Sometimes you've got to gamble, boys.
Joe Beavers, full house on the turn. It's all over for Liam Flood.
Deuce on the end.
Devilfish didn't do many chips in that hand.
Out.
But Joe Beavers has trebled up with a house of kings.
and for me, one of the favourites for the heat actually going out here.
Yeah,
You played very well.
gentleman Liam Flood shaking everybody's hand. Well-respected player. Found a hand to stick his last few chips in, but Joe Beavers had the kings.
I wasn't involved in the action, and Rennie on my right won a big pot, so he started pumping every hand, which I was quite happy with, because eventually I was going to get a hand, I felt. But I got it at the wrong time.
So Marina dealing the cards out. Blinds are now 100, 200. Just lost the one player, Liam Flood. Still leaves us with two great late night poker players. The champion, of course, of the first series, Devilfish. He's our second chip leader, raising it up with 3-4 suited. And one of the famous Hender mobs sitting there, Joe Beavers. Before he survived that all-in to knock out Liam Flood with a pair of kings, let me tell you, all his chips would have been going in with this hand.
Call.
Wow. Surprised there, aren't you? Just a call.
I don't
You'd
know.
have pushed, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or pass. You know, I've got no problem with anyone pushing or passing. I just don't see anything value in that. Wow.
Raise to 1,300. Pass.
Well, obviously, Mike Sexton has taught Rillick what a squeeze play is. Now, squeeze play is where there's been an initial raiser, then just a flat caller. So now, regardless of your hand, you can imply far more strength by putting in a re-raise.
Call.
Trouble is, if you're sitting there with 2 7s, you've got to figure that you're at least up against 4 overcards. Can't possibly put Elliot on undercards.
You could never put Rillick on King 10.
I'm not allowed to raise now, am I? I'm not allowed to get it all in now, am I?
I think you can.
You can always go all in, Joe.
So I'm going to go all in then.
Of course you can.
Raise all in.
Okay, so
Only call.
Joe Beavers
1825.
going all in for 1825.
What you have here in poker terms is an under raise, but because he's all in.
You can call, you cannot re-raise.
Yeah, and you hear Thomas explaining that rule,
You're allowed to pass as well.
which is that she's allowed to call, but she cannot make any more
It's,
action.
it's very little for her to call, surely.
Raise, call, raise, re-raise, re-raise.
Must be 2,000
Call.
actually. 520.
Yes, it's only 525 to call, so it's an automatic
Call.
call. She's getting nearly 9 to 1. And of course, ironically, Devilfish also has an automatic call with absolutely the worst hand.
Queen high game.
Rillick's flopped a pair of 10s. She must lead out. Rillick's only got 3,100. The pot's 5,675. I would be pushing here.
Okay, give it that back.
Right, a very quick fold here from Devilfish, and I think unless Joe Beavers gets lucky and hits a 7, he's going to rue not pushing pre-flop. Don't you think so, Mark?
He would have won it there and then.
Thank you.
Probably ended up against Devilfish, maybe.